Hi, I'm Anna James, author of Tilly and the Bookwanderers, which is the first book in the Pages & Co series. This is a book about Tilly, who is 11 years old and she lives in her grandparents' bookshop, Pages & Co. One day, characters from her favourite books start cropping up in the bookshop, and then she realises that she can travel with those characters inside their books as well, and shenanigans ensue. So I'm here in my local Waterstones in Crouch End in their beautiful children's section to talk about 3 of the books that have inspired me as a writer. And first of those is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Now, this book was just formative to me growing up. It massively inspired me as a writer, so much so that I've literally stolen Anne and put her in my own book because she's beautifully out of copyright. Anne is the first character that Tilly meets in the bookshop. She's the first fictional character that pops up, and she realises that book wandering, which is what the magic is called, is real. As well as being a redhead, obviously, Anne is such a kind-hearted, funny, warm character, and she loves books and reading unashamedly as well, which was, as a very bookish 11-year-old, was just what I wanted to read about. It's also the first book I can remember making me cry. I won't do any spoilers, but there's a moment in it, and it was the first book that really got to me in that way. The second book that had a huge impact on me as a writer and a person, in fact, is Momo by Michael Ende. Now, you might know him because he wrote The Never-Ending Story, which is a super famous book, but this, I think, is even better than that. It is about an orphan girl called Momo who lives in a town, and these sinister grey gentlemen emerge and they start literally stealing people's time. And actually the villain in Pages & Co is very much an homage to the grey gentleman. He wears a grey bowler hat as a nod to the villains in this. And I actually came across this book because it was one of my dad's favourite books, and this is his really beautiful, weird German edition, which is printed in brown ink, which was given to him by his sister. And these books just massively, I love books about books, and I love books about stories, and this book was hugely formative in that. If I had to pick one writer who had influenced me above all other writers, it would definitely be Diana Wynne Jones. She wrote prolifically, and I think I've read most of them. But my absolute favourite series is the Chrestomanci series, and the first book is Charmed Life. Although, tangent, I say the first book, it's a bit of a Narnia situation because there's a debate, do you read it in the order they were published or the kind of in-world chronology? But I would 100% recommend starting with Charmed Life. This is a story of a brother and sister who end up being sucked into a magical world that's hidden just under the surface, and that idea of kind of magic lurking just around the corner and magic in the real world that if you just look in the right direction you might spot it is something that I love and something that I wanted to capture in Pages & Co.